Right, hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world. So today Gary Spears, my fantastic customer support engineer, is going to be running through a new tuner designed and built specifically for the Yaesu FT-817 or FT-818. So he'll be going into that after my little speech. And I think you'll agree it's beautifully engineered. It's got a lovely little digital display on it. And we do like digital displays, don't we? Just a story. You may have heard or read on the web that Yaesu, after, Christ, when was it, mid-90s, finally stopping the sale and the production, rather, of the Yaesu FT-817. We all know the 817. It's a complete multi-mode rig in a box. And the 818, 817, I mean the 818's an enhanced version of the 817, but basically they did what Ken would do year after year and improve the electronics inside and keep the exterior chassis. What Kenwood and Icom never did was produce a competitor to the Yaesu FT-817 stroke FT-818. I remember when these were first launched in the 90s, I was in my little shop in Northfields Avenue, not the first one, but the third store. That's when we had a motorbike shop on the big corner store, and then a little about 3-4 doors up from there in Northfield Avenue we had the radio shop, and this was launched whilst I was in that store. I think the FT-817 when it first came out was about £650, which is ironic because we're selling these for about the same money 20-30 years later. But more importantly, when the adverts came out and these things came in on the Friday, on Saturday the queue was so long it reminded me of the 70s when I was with Bernie and Brenda, when the FT-290 Mark 1 came out. We'll remember the FT-290 Mark 1 with a telescopic whip, 2.5 watts, which was actually bigger than this, but it was only 2 meters. So when the FT-817 was announced in the 90s, covering top band 77s with 2.5, 3, 4, 5 watts rather out of a rig that small, it really was a revelation with batteries inside. Wind back many years, or wind forward many years, Yaesu enhanced it with the FT-818, and unfortunately, due to component shortages, they're actually pulling the plug on it. And that's a real shame. And what I hoped coming up very quickly was a full DSP, all singing, all dancing version, a bit like the IC705, but a far more, what I think is a more normal and usable package of a transceiver of this shape. I know it's rather big for pocket use, but you can put it in your pocket. Another rig that caused a storm when it came out in the mid-70s was the Yaesu FT-480. I only mention that because I always maintain that Yaesu really are, number one, as far as I'm concerned, bringing out really good rigs that people remember. This huge beast is a 10-watt multi-mode 2-meter transceiver. There's the 817, 818 next to it. So this great big lump is 10 watts on 2 meter sideband. Did I have one? Yes, I did. And the matching 77s one. I never used to get paid at Bernie and Brenda's. All my salary went on radios. And then from this, we come round to today, and we have things like the FT-891, which actually, as you can see, is smaller in almost every aspect and every measurement than the FT-480, but you've got 100 watts out on HF and 6, or just 10 watts on 2 meters. I mean, it's quite nuts. So if you're looking for an FT-818, or you thought, oh, I don't really need one, I've got lots of radios in the shack, you haven't got one that you can take on holiday with you, or take round to a friend's house, or even just sit in the garden with a whip out the back. It's really quite amazing. We've got 30, 40 of these left. Once they're gone, they really are gone. So that's the FT-818ND. You'll see the latest price on the web. And I've also just been told by Henry that we now got the peg legs back included in the deal. These things flip back up into the body. So you can still put the strap on and all the rest of it, and it lays flat. Pull the peg legs out. And there you have it, propped up at the right viewing angle. Before I go, we're looking for more workshop engineers. It's January 2023, you're fed up where you are, you've had enough, or you know you're a good component level RF engineer or digital engineer and you want to change. Come and join our merry band. We've got a very large workshop upstairs, fully air conditioned, can seat easily 4 bench engineers. We're looking for at least 1 more or even 2 more, full or part-time. Preferably you live local, because it's so much easier if you can get out of bed and get here in half an hour, 45 minutes. You've got to travel 2 hours. You're probably going to be quite tired by the time you get here. So bench engineers, and also sales staff. If you're looking at getting into sales in ham radio and you have experience, you've got to be a radio amateur, of course. But give Tony or Dan a call in the store and introduce yourself. So engineers, component level engineers and sales staff, male, female, please give us a call. That's it for now. Don't forget the store is open, of course. We're now back open 6 days a week, Monday through to Saturday. Please pop in and say hello, fiddle around to your heart's content. You won't be bothered. Do make sure you ask for a tea or coffee when you come in. If you're not offered one within 5 minutes, demand a tea or coffee and one of my guys will make it for you. That's all for now. Please give us a call. Do a deal on the phone, on the web, or pop in. All the best. And very happy new year, by the way.
Hi, I'm Gary here at Martin Lynch & Sons Customer Support, and today I'm going to be looking primarily at the CS818, which is a new tuner for the FT-818. Now, before I move on to the CS818, I think it would be remiss not to mention the FT-818 itself, or the 818ND. This is now, as you probably know, has been discontinued. Now, we do have stock of these. When they are gone, they will be gone, and they are going quite quickly. Martin and Dan have been quite shrewd and got as many as they can. But as I say, when they're gone, they're gone. So if you want one of these, a little piece of history, please grab one. They're on our website, or you can give the sales guys a call. Now, this is the CS818 tuner. Now, this is from JNC Radio, and it's a really neat rechargeable tuner. Now, on the back, you've got a couple of SO239s. You've also got the little accessory port. And then you've got a universal sort of DC 13.8 volt DC connector and a USB-C charge port. Now, that's completely free sort of standing. That is got an internal battery and is completely rechargeable. So really, really useful. So let's put it back together again. And then we'll make sure you turn the radio off before you start unplugging and plugging these things in. And then to the radio itself. Okay, so we've plugged everything back in. First thing to remember is to turn the radio back on. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the menu system. Let me show you how that works. Now, there are 2 side-to-side arrows here, and they will take you through like a little menu display. And the menu that we're after is the little list here. And you'll see there's a little tiny arrow which you can move up and down, the little selection arrow. And we want the mode to be FT-817-818 in this particular case. But the tuner itself is fairly universal. You can use this for other things. So we want that mode there. So we press the select button, and you'll now see that it's highlighted. Once it's highlighted, you can then go up and down through these. If you want to, you can go up and down through the choices. At the moment, it's got auto, manual, and then the one we're after here is the FT-817-818. And now to select that, all you do is you press the center button, and that's that done. To come out of that menu, you can just use these buttons on the side and go back to the main screen. Now, you want to set the radio, the cat rate, to 38,400. Once this is set for the FT-817-818 mode, set that for 38,400. You're good to go. All you've got to do is, at this point, is press the tune button. And it should say, there you go, it succeeded. Now, this radio is connected to an aerial which is not designed for 80 meters, but this will tune it quite happily. I did try just a moment ago, so it's got quite a good range on it for a little tiny thing like that. It's not too heavy. It's quite light. I wouldn't mind carrying it around. It's completely self-contained, as I said earlier. It's got a battery inside, USB-C charging, so you can charge it in the field, which is really, really good, or power it in the field if you need to. Comes with all the cables you'll need, apart from a patch lead. I didn't see a patch lead in the box, but it does come with, you get the data cable, you get the USB-C cable for doing, say, firmwares and powering it, just, you know, charging the thing up. So you would need a patch lead extra, but I'm sure you got one of those laying around. And of course you would need an FT-818 or 817 if you really want to make the most of it. But, you know, happy days. It does have a couple of other little functions on it, that if you press and hold this center button, you can actually toggle this between bypass mode and online mode. And, you know, you might want to do that if you've got a second antenna or something that you've connected up and you don't want to disconnect the tuner. You can just bypass the tuner and use, say, a tuned antenna or something like that. But there you go. There's the J&C radio CS818. Really nice, functional little tuner. And say at the time of doing this video, it's really good value at under £200. So yeah, grab one while you can. Again, as I say, once the FT-818s have gone, then, you know, I don't think these will be far behind. They seem to be selling together quite well. So yeah, get your name on an 818. I would, I'd certainly do that. All right, well, thanks for watching. And if you need anything, do give us a call. Or Martin's trying to distract me from the thing. If you need anything, give me a call or give us a call in the store on 0345 2300 599. I'm going to do the same to him in a minute. So yeah, just or you can give you know, just jump on the website and they're available on our website. So thanks for watching and see you soon.
Did you smile, Gary? Did you smile?
Yeah, I smiled.
Yeah, you did. You got to smile, mate, because if you're looking all
Anyways,
grumpy,
it's your turn now.
Oh Christ, is it? Okay.